Right. What is up, everybody? Make sure I have this music set at a decent volume because no one wants to hear just Diablo sound effects the whole time while we're playing. Man, why is the camera's all hiccupy and laggy? Let's see here. Let's see if we can't fix that a little bit. Let's get rid of that. Here we go. That helps some. It stinks, man. I have a nice, pretty good Elgato face cam that can do really good quality, but it keeps freezing up every time I use it. So I have to resort to my Logitech C922, and it's just nowhere near as good. Like the delay and the lag in it, oh, it annoys me. But anyways, I have been loving the new season of Diablo. I'm an avid Diablo player, and I'm probably be going to become a full-time Diablo streamer just because it is my go-to game when there's ever a lull in gaming or anything like that. I just love to dive back into it. And season 27 has been a blast with the new angelic crucibles to pretty much sanctify any item you have. It's awesome. So I've been having a blast with it, so I'm going to continue to work on my barb here and level it up. We're at Paragon 949. The highest rift I have done, I believe, is 113. I believe I've done a 113. So, I mean, nowhere near the top. I think the leaderboards, well, looks like we're diving into a greater rift real quick. I think the leaderboards, like someone's already in the 140s and stuff, but everyone's using a Hoda barb. And I mean, I'm not, just because I love playing the game does not mean I'm a great player at the game. And so playing Hoda barb, it's, I got to get used to it. I have pieces for a set. I have all the pieces together for the set. It's just a matter of learning how to play it. Whirlwind Barb is something I've just always had a blast playing with. And again, this was the season set, so when you're starting off and you complete your season's journey, you get the set for free. Of course, mine, I have all ancient items now for the set, grinding away at it, but just so much fun just sitting here holding down the spin button and killing everything. Of course, while you're spinning, you also have to left click and rend enemies. So, especially when you get up to the harder rift levels and difficulties. I need to build me a nice Spotify playlist of all my favorite video game music. It stinks when like streaming now, when on Twitch you could have a separate VOD channel going for your music, different outputs. So I could play music while streaming, and then on the recorded VOD, like you would not hear the music, so you could avoid copyright stuff. There's no integration in OBS right now for that on YouTube. I think even if you were live streaming the music, you'd probably get flagged. So even if it deleted it from the VOD later on. Once we get back into this drift, the only thing with the barb is you're seeing a lot of people. I love watching Rack from Max Roll. I love watching his guides. He's streaming right now. It stinks because the only time that I can really stream is the same time that he's streaming. I really enjoy watching his stuff. But a lot of people are grinding away with a demon hunter. They're using a demon hunter to grind all their gear. and they can clear rifts so quickly. Incredible how fast they can do it. I'm lucky if I can, anytime I get under 3 minutes at this level 90, I'm happy with it. No, my gems. Anytime I can get under 2 minutes, or at least 2 to 3 minutes, I'm awesome. They normally say, hey, try to get it under 2 minutes, your farming rift, but the barbarian only can go so fast, not like the demon hunter. So see, that was under 3 minutes. I'll average anywhere between, on the layout of the rift, between 2 to 3 minutes. So all right, so what were we talking about? I was going over my barb. Again, I don't have the best gear or anything. I do have at least everything ancient, but it doesn't have the best rolls and stats on everything that you want. So this is our layout here. My invitation. Gauntlets for the very last piece that we were able to get with the. I'm pretty happy with these rolls. Like, nothing's maxed out, but we were able to get crit hit damage roll and a crit hit chance roll and cooldown on it with strength. So it's probably my best piece of gear that I'm wearing. But yeah, these are all of our pieces. Yeah, but could use some upgrades on a lot of stuff. So one of the big things I'm working on, though, is trying to get more gems so I can augment. Like, oh, this is my farming set. This is not my main set that I use to push. This is what I use if I want to clear speed, greater rifts, and such. My actual set that I use. Save this. Set that I use to push is this one. I title it "Please Save," right? Because all these other ones, even though I've saved it correctly, it's not, it doesn't ever put my main weapon back in the hand. So if we equip this, this is my main pushing set. And that, and again, look, it didn't do it again. Ugh. I gotta go into the inventory. I don't know why it keeps doing this. My inventory is a mess. So use the mess. Here's our there. Then I have to go and import. All right. Look, we'll go into our armory. I'm gonna save it here. I'll even save it here just in case it's a backup. But it never fails. It never works. But this is our main push and build when I go to push. It's the Little Rogue and Slander. Luckily, had that ancient. Couldn't get this to drop an ancient, so I went ahead and sanctified it. I'm using this Band of Might ring that isn't too bad for just being a regular legendary. So pretty happy with it. Could do way better, but we'll take it. And yeah, everything else is the same. But I would love to get Ancient Ambos Pride, Ancient Ingium, so I could really try to push with the correct layout inside of my cubes. You know, you have the furnace in there so you can do more damage to elites. Right now I'm having Ambos Pride in there, but this has been doing pretty good. I don't farm with this one because it's just not as fast. I can't go fast with it. It's just too slow. That's why we do our farming with speed set. See what useless items we got here. I'll be able to use. Yeah, but I want to build a good playlist of all my favorite video game music. That way, hopefully, that won't get copyrighted or anything while we're streaming. Oh, let's clear up space and get rid of this. I got so many bovines here in my inventory. I need more puzzle rings. And if anyone can notice, I do have my little pet. I have completed my season's journey, all your achievements in order to unlock the pet, so on and so forth. The 3 conquests that I did in order to complete it, I did the kill the bosses in under 20 minutes, all the bosses. That was really easy. Then there was complete a greater rift, 45, at least 45, with no class items, but that was really easy. And the last thing I had to do, which was really annoying actually, was I think it's the avarice, something like that, where you have to get a gold. If you see down here at the bottom, see this 57,000, get a gold streak going. And I didn't feel like leveling up a Boon of the Hoarder and doing a level like this to try to get gold to drop. Well, what I did was, you know what? I need some of the mats from bounties for extracting items to get that achievement as part of the journey. So let's just do a bunch of bounties. I did about 47 bounties by myself because I'm doing this solo push this season. And the stinking, I screwed up. You're supposed to open up all the bounties and not move, and it can add up to a gold streak if you had a certain amount. Well, I did exactly what all these tutorial videos had said, and as soon as I opened the first one to test it out, it had already registered me picking up the gold, even though I did not move. So I tried to do it all real quick. Then I went to my stash to get my extra ones out. I picked the wrong button to get it out. Then I lost my streak. So all that was wasted. All those were wasted. So out of anger, I said, forget it. I'm going to level up a Boon of the Hoarder gem. And I should have done that from the get-go. Leveled that up to like, I think 50. And I came into here, slew and slayed all these cows, and I think I got up to 100 million plus gold streak before. I mean, it's so easy. I should have just done that from the get-go. But I was not confident in my ability to not pick up the gold. Yeah, we're able to get our little puppy. It's an awesome pet in the game. Very cool. A lot of people don't even like pick up the yellows, but I am low on failed crystals. So I am picking up everything just so I could. Yeah. Also, that's a pretty good primal rate as well. Playing. The only problem is every stinking primal I get has been of no use to me. That is so sad when you see that primal drop and it's a complete waste. So even when you get it, it's like, oh yeah, I got it. That's why this is one of probably my favorite. Looters are my favorite type of game. I keep saying I'm gonna make a video one day on my channel going over what I love so much about them. I can talk about it a little here. I came from the World of Warcraft background. Never heard or wanted to even give Diablo a chance, but loved the looting system in World of Warcraft. Going through a dungeon, killing the bosses, and then at the end of this dungeon, you could get rewarded with a piece of loot if you're lucky enough. And there's a chance that you might not get nothing. So then you got to run it again. Maybe you'll get the item that time. And it was always just rewarding achievement to get that piece of loot to drop. Then it makes your character stronger. And it's just a very rewarding experience. It kept making you want to push for more and more, and go higher and higher until you reach that limit where, well, there's no more loot I can get. Reach the maximum potential of the character, which I never got to see in World of Warcraft. I would never hit my max potential. It's because I was never part of any type of hardcore guild that would push like that. But one of the things that started to irritate me with WoW, lean back time. One of the things that started to irritate me was the people I would play with. I had about a group of 4 people who we would try to play together, and then we would try to run dungeons and stuff together. We'd always want to do raids, but it was always tough to get in a raid or find a group to really push with the raid. And then we all were full-time working. We all worked at the same police department together, and some of us were on different shifts, so we had to wait for off days. So it just got complicated to kind of hit that wall of, well, this is the best amount of gear I can get. This is as high as I can get, and I gotta be happy with it because I have no other ways to push further. Just finding guilds and getting into raids was so tough. It got to the point where I wanted to find that same experience just with a single player version. It's like, how can I get this satisfaction in a single player game? And then everyone was saying, dude, Diablo, it's made by the same people. Like, you gotta play that. And at that time, Diablo 3 wasn't out yet. And I had tried Diablo 2, and I bought the battle chest. I want to say that. Buy the battle chest? Is that how I played it the first time? I want to say it was. And I know this, people are going to probably hate me for saying this, but I could not get into Diablo 2. I guess it was because how the stamina system worked, and you really only had like one attack you could use at a time, or 2 abilities, and like, this isn't that fun to me. Like, I'm used to having a whole hot bar here of all these different moves and stuff that I can cycle through. So I couldn't really get into Diablo 2, but Diablo 3 was on its way, and I was watching all the content and stuff from BlizzCon and everything from that, and I got it on launch day. And it stinks that I normally love getting the collector's editions of everything. I didn't get the collector's edition of that. Still would like to get my hands on one to this day for free. But I did get the Reaper of Souls collector's edition. I had made sure I got that. But yeah, Diablo 3 came out, and for someone like me who didn't grow up with Diablo 2 playing that all the time, I just fell in love with it. I was like, oh my goodness, this is my dream game. It has that same isometric view type that, not like WoW, because WoW has a 3 cameras to do everything. It just kind of had that WoW feeling for me. And especially the loot system, like, I fell in love with. But old Diablo 3 is way different from Diablo 3 of today. Old Diablo 3 on launch day felt like legendaries were rare and hard to even come by. I didn't really play too much in game back then. It was just get to the max level. And that was about it. But then when all the patches and stuff started coming out, and especially when Reaper Souls came out, I started diving back in again. Just fell in love with it while playing WoW kind of at the same time. So I always felt like this was that ultimate looter experience for me where I still felt rewarded for my grind. And I like how they came out with the concepts of ancient legendaries and prime ones because yeah, it's cool to get a legendary when it drops. Then you have that bar you can go for afterwards. If it's the legendary might drop, but is it going to have the rolls you want on it? No. So you still have incentive to want to keep grinding so you can get that item with the perfect rolls. Then the ancient legendary drop, and will it have the rolls? It might not. So you want to farm for the ancient. Then the next step up, so it's like a constant grind, but it's a fun grind. So I just have fun playing it. And getting that like perfect drop is, I mean, it meets that same satisfaction level as it did for me in WoW. When the shoulders I was looking for off of a certain boss finally dropped. When you're in a raid and you finally beat a boss, hoping a weapon drops for you. Or even if in the old days, if a weapon dropped for you, you had to hope you still won the roll so you could get the weapon. Then you win the roll, so then you're ecstatic. I hate that immune bubble. Yeah, good time. Old World of Warcraft. I know Wrath of the Lich King is almost out. That is heyday WoW for me. How loud that is for y'all. I have to do an audio check here. Music could be blasting. What? Whoops, wrong door. Okay. If we're talking and trying to play. But man, I have some great WoW stories. Talking about loot. One of the best nights of my life playing World of Warcraft. It was, I don't think, I'm trying to remember how the order was, what the next raid was after Max. I thought it was Old War. I'm correct. Anyways, Max had been out for a little while. People were already clearing it and stuff. Maybe a month or two after it had come out. And the guild I was in at the time, we didn't have too many people leveled up who could really push too far into it. So, but I was finally a part of a guild that at least did put a schedule out. And we're trying to at least get some raids done. But we were always running easier stuff to try to get geared first. Man, I forget what the one was called with that had the dragons in it, like 3 dragons you take and you fight the dragon in the middle. I'm just having a brain fart right now. We'd farm that a lot so people could try to get some easy gear and everything, but I was kind of to the point where I was geared where, you know, I'm ready to be in max to get back gear. And one night, on a work night for me, nonetheless, my wife, she worked at the time, she worked night shift. I worked day shift. Horrible scheduling. She would go to work, leave at like 6:30. I pretty much have all night to do what I want to do as I please, especially before any of our kids were born. I'll never forget that night. I was sitting in Dalaran, and there was this guy wanting to put together a pug group for Nax. Are you kidding me? I was gonna say, you want me to trying to put together a pug group for Nax. So I said, sure, like I'll come, and I got accepted to it. Yeah, you can come. And mind you, oh man, that was horrible time. I think at the time they didn't care about what your score was or anything. I think mine might have been around 1100, and that was really low, like really low. And we go into Nax, and I literally walked out of it. I couldn't believe it. Because the pug group, they didn't care. Like, if I won a roll on every boss, they were going to give me the item. And sure enough, that's what was happening. Every item dropped that I could have used. I had a full set of my tiered arm. I think it was a Valorious, might have been the name of the armor. I think I was able to grab 4 pieces of that out of that run, along with a weapon, one of the best weapons for my class I could get for the game. Not only that, I got that weapon. It was one of the bind on equip weapons that would drop. I think it was after, what was the big fat dude walking around like one of the levels. I forget his name. Dropped off with him. And then the only weapon that was better was Death's Fight. That dropped off of Final Boss. Sure enough, that dropped too, and I won the roll for that. So I won the roll for that weapon too. So everything, I ended up, that accent, the Death's Fight that dropped, ended up letting someone else have it because they're like, hey man, do you mind? Like, you can keep it, but since you got the other weapon drop, would you be cool if the person who got the second highest won it? I said, yeah, they can have it. That's fine. So I gave that weapon up and walked out of there with all this gear. And the next time my guild saw me with all my gear decked out, they couldn't believe it. Like, I went to being the best, like, top tiered geared person in our guild and all this stuff. Incredible night. It was awesome. I'll never forget that. Especially because I was up until the wee hours of the morning playing, and I had work the next day. But it was a sacrifice that was well worth it because I had a blast. You know what? I should have read that. Ooh, I wonder. For science, this is an ancient legendary puzzle ring. So I've been having to sanctify all the other puzzle rings to get an ancient like chest room there. But since it's an ancient ring, we should get an ancient one. Let's go ahead and get us some puzzle action. I wonder if I got. I got a buddy who's been playing, and his got a character that's pretty. Still, maybe only like Paragon 50 into the season. And I would like to run him through it. He could get himself some gear and loot, but let's go ahead and pop it. Let's go ahead and pop us a ring. Yep, ancient vault, baby. Let's go. Let's play some goblins and get us some loot. Ready. Where's all the goblins? No blue goblins, though. I've seen the blue ones. There's all the these minerals. See if we can walk out of here with. Oh yeah, consumable too. Even though I didn't have to use one. There's one time I sanctified a puzzle ring to get in here. And then I ended up getting 6 other angelic crucible drops while I was in here. 6 others. So I paid one, got 6 more, so plus 5. Get all these ancients and stuff for not what I need. Again, like I said, I'm picking up everything so I could salvage it. Wasn't as much nowhere near. Sometimes these vaults, like, you can get some really good luck, and other times, like, is this really an ancient vault? But yeah, it was. Is it at the top? Alright, torment. Made a mistake coming in here one time where I thought I was on torment 16, I was torment 11. One of these days I'm gonna get a good share. Like, makes the toughest thing about gaming these days in this old body. If I'm not in comfort, I can only do it for so long. I need some pop. Puzzle ring? The hand that feeds. A bunch of useless weapons we can use. But we will save that puzzle for later. Yeah, I got a little stash of some of it. I really need to come in here and sort out my inventory. It is bonkers. Another one sitting there. Like, sometimes I can't, like, when I get a primal, I feel bad. I don't want to get rid of it. Like, let me show off some of these primals. Useless primal. Useless primal. What else? Useless primal. Useless primal. Useless primal. We did get one useless primal. Great primal. You can see it right there, right above. For the Hoda set, if only I knew how to play it. Black Orange Jousting Mage. Primal, baby. With socket. I gotta practice it, get better at it. That was a great primal drop. Can't hate on it. But yeah. Another use of the primal drop. Another use could have been a great step. I got these stone gauntlets when I was playing on my demon hunter. So it rolled dex instead of strength, and I re-rolled the strength, and all that other stuff is not a cooldown reduction, but I need crit on my gloves, even for the Hoda build. So the stone gauntlets that I already had, ancient here, where they at? These had cooldown, critical hit chance. They're better. All right, we got some jewels here. Make us some Imperials are what you need to upgrade if you want to re-roll a lot of your higher rings and amulets and stuff. Also, in order to put my augments in my gear, I need some flawless rubies. So right now, I'm saving up in order to get the only thing I really need to augment. I need to re-augment. I'd like to get a better helmet though, but for the time being, I threw a augment only rank 93 on this helmet because it was my first time doing the Echoing Nightmare and I went in too early. Um, the rest of my stuff, like I've maxed out, but I still need to augment a bunch of stuff, and I keep being hesitant about what I want to augment because I don't know what I'm going to keep for the build. If I'm going to keep pushing with the Whirlwind, I want to see how far I can get with the Whirlwind build and not the Hoda. We need to augment our bracers, our belt, but our belt doesn't have like the best stats and everything we need for it. So it'd be nice to get. It stinks to augment something and then boom, a better thing of it drops. But like our ring here, I love our convention development ring here. It's got all the crit stuff we need. I just need to put a better one on. That's the only other one that isn't maxed out either. I was watching Rax's stream and he wanted the dude doing a test for science to see whatever point you ended that rift on for the Echoing Nightmare, you should have got a gem of the same quality. So I had stopped on 117, just killed myself to see if I would get one on 117, and I got the 116. So didn't work for me. This sanctified band of might is trash. Be nice to keep rolling, trying to get a better one, but you gotta hit the rolls. Like you gotta hit all the stats you want for it, and you gotta hit the power you want. I'm just rolling with it for now. Then I need to my little Rogan Slander. I need to augment those two. But the other thing is I'm not getting a lot of Echoing Nightmares to drop. But we'll actually go ahead and do one here. Show people what Echoing Nightmares is all about. Kind of the strategy I use for it. Again, the gear I got right now, plenty good enough to go through it. I normally like to find out where my pylons are at. So we got channeling, conduit, oh, I'm stuck. Now we're at the bottom. So the first little bit here, going around. This is on that. And I almost died right there at the beginning. Go around here. Grab this right about now. Normally classes that have good speed in it. I don't get that right off the bat, but I noticed during that very first time I had played it where I got the 93. No. Oh, wait, explosion. First time I got the 93, something started slowing me down big time. Like, let me hold on to the speed. About here, grab the camera. And then around at the point now, I'll go ahead and grab. Get out of there. Go ahead and grab the back. Oh no, I grabbed conduit by mistake. Was it? Oh, I gotta get to our max. Let me get the power with it. Got mixed up on my conduit. I wasn't looking at the map. Go off memory where they were. Well, normally I like to wait to get the conduit at like 1:15. But we picked it up a little early. Of course, all of our enemies are sitting in the middle. Meteor shower was raining down on everybody. Let it rain down. Take it out, take it out. Still not going out. If we're gonna make it. Get over encumbered. Get out of here. 3, 4, 25. Alright, we made it. That's why I like to wait for. See how I'm going so slow right now, too? Slow me down. That's why I like to wait. See? Oh. Trolled. I had made it. It said 125 on the ticker. I know it did. And now that's saying 124. Now I'm going to have a 124 gem instead of 25. Unbelievable. That's what I get for screwing up my pattern. Maybe we can get rewarded with a good... Dirty. It's dirty. It said I knew. There's so many different whirlwind type builds. Like going on max roll, looking up. There's a build that uses focus and restraint. It took me forever. I would get in restraints dropping left and right. Ancient restraints, all kinds of restraints. But I could not get Thinking Compass to drop in life. Finally got a compass to drop though. Got a couple of them in the stash. Alright, so do I have real quick. Okay, we got 4 here. So what I'm gonna do, put on our little robe set. Yeah. Of course, it did give us our weapon. So anyone watches this VOD and is able to, up to this point, tell me why this keeps doing this, I would be very much appreciated. It's extremely annoying that keeps happening. Anyways, let's go put on there. Thanks for the time being. Put it on the bracers. I didn't even need to put that on. Slow, slow, slow. As we can. Our braces in there. Boom. We have the power. And also, just because like my build used the strength rubies to level up. Anyone new to playing this game, you can use the flawless rubies of any other kind and change them into flawless rubies of the color you need. Like one that I care less about are the amethyst. So let's go and see if we can make some more. Show y'all how it's done. I probably won't have enough materials. Boom. We got 2 of these right here. In our storage, we had 7. So you need at least 9. So we had, boom, we had the perfect amount. We had 9 of them. So then what we need is our essence of ruby, because we want to transform these gems into our ruby gems. 9, 6. Here it is, convert gems. We need 9 of any gem. Here's our 9. Here's our essence of ruby. So change to the rubies. So after we transmute it, it's gonna give us 9 flawless world rubies. So boom. Now we have enough to do 3 more augments. We can augment all the rest of our 3 more empty pieces. We can augment that in there. That's not including. Let me go ahead and make the red one. Our red gems. Be able to sneak in 1 more. Because we're sitting at 11. We can get to 12. Yeah. 2 more, baby. Woo. In. Now we're up to 12. We can make 4. We can augment 4 more pieces. That's literally like everything I got. 1, 2, 3. Then the main weapon 4. That'll be everything augmented until the game rewards me with a better drop of each. I have to do it again, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Yes, I have to come in here and organize. This is so sloppy. Alright, so let's get our speed step back on. Or let's save this again. Just so it won't equip, right? I wonder if I leave it in my inventory. That's what will make it work. Get him up out of here. do some repair action. Let's see, what are we sitting at as far as our greater 71? Okay. You know what? Just for funsies, let's go ahead and go for a push real quick. Put our little rogue set on. Let's go for a push. I'm wondering if I want to. The pushing builds use ignore pain. Using battle rage. Forget it. We'll try and ignore pain. Yeah, I picked battle rage because doing the in boss. A lot of builds don't use. I like using ground stomp because I can stun the boss, keep him stun locked. But other people don't use it. Now, another thing that puts me at a disadvantage with this game over other people is, let's actually log out this character. I'm gonna use my shards for some of my other characters I'm leveling up this season. And let's put it on. Select a necro. What's the necro need? What she needs. We have the 5 pieces of our. Oh yeah, we need our. We need the elusive band. Then we need bracers. I'm gonna roll for the ring. What the picture with the elusive ring looks like.
I cannot afford that.
We didn't get it. But we did get an upgrade over our little yellow over here. Nightfall Lunatic. Now an additional skeleton cleared out shards. I also get an issue where when I keep logging out from characters, I get to this screen. You puppy. And it doesn't let me, everything's grayed out. Won't let me advance. Yeah, let me do an audio quick on the stream. Man, it sounds like my mic. The compression is off or something. I don't know what is going on. Let me see here. Boom, boom. And the music will go a little bit. There we go. I won't really mess with it right now. We're too far into it. All right, so let's go for a push. Again, let's check it. Let's see where everyone's standing on the leaderboard. It's the max on the Barbarian. So 150 has been cleared. With the hold up. Oh man. Primal Remorseless. Look at this. Primal. Look at the rolls. Oh my goodness. So jealous. And all the way down at the bottom. Oh, the lowest is 122 now. Like, man, I just want to be able to make it onto this leaderboard. I think I'm never going to make it. Here's a whirlwind. Look at all that. He said, forget the resistance. I'm busting out the strength, baby. That's what he's doing. Go for it, man. So he's got everything augmented. Full strength. Crimson's, eh? It's cool, like seeing the different types of builds like people use for this stuff. I don't want to keep. Also like dealing 40% additional damage. This could be a big fail because I sometimes mismanage my Fury generation. But let's give it a go. Do it, but to do it. Circle. Woo. Hit these on cooldown. Stuck. Right now. Here's from most games. He's I think I'm getting back. I felt like I was doing no damage, having to time it out with my convention of the elements, physical. Man, I'm getting cool. I didn't. With cool. Yeah. Not dying forever. Now, here we go. Where did that guy? Oh my goodness. And then it's a matter for me of trying to find out, getting used to some of these spots are green without looking at it. Like this. Some type of pylon. Here we go. Feed. I don't know if that's gonna be the one to do it. I can't remember if this. Yeah, puts me at a disadvantage from a lot of the top players too. This is the numb lock trick for some of your skills. My keyboard does not have a numb lock. how the physics of the game actually work. Yeah, my damage is divided up between how many enemies are actually radius get divided up. I don't know. One of them. Up area just so I can find a little pylon. Physical. Oh, get out of there. Very important. Feel you, buddy. There we go. We found a little groove. So AI. Hey, I like these games. Now take our slow crawling self up to the next zone. Slow, slow. Or real. Yeah, all right. What? Oh, baby. Could have waited. Yeah, eat it up. Eat it up. Somewhere. Power go to waste. There's, there we go. Let's go. Is oh, I forgot. See how long it's gonna take to kill. Oh, what we got you, buddy? Ooh. He actually made the clear time. Ooh. Man. 11:58. What? 3 minutes, 2 seconds to spare. And nothing good for us. Of course. But hey, we got to level our gems. Too bad though. Take it. Dude, why does my stuff go down? When I went into the rift, I had 2.2 million damage. I had no buffs active. Now it's at 2 million. All right. Look, we got a new little push. I'll take it. What, 116 the next one, or did it give us 17? Alright, back to the farm. Crazy seeing like my max is what guys like Rax and everyone are doing like speed clears on with their demon hunters. They got pumping out 3 million damage. One day my barb will be there. Plus, we're only at more Paragon, more power. Okay. No elites up there. It's like the main thing that makes it nice. GRE clears. So low as well. Elites to fight. Speaking of fighting, oh my goodness, I don't know if anyone keeps up with old wrestling. I used to be a big fan back in the day, growing up. Attitude Era, like that. Cool. Even had a little wrestling club in our locker room after like gym class and stuff. But anyways, I've been a big fan of All Elite Wrestling, AEW. Ever since like Kenny and them, the Bucks from the Indies, I was watching stuff from YouTube. Kenny Omega was just incredible athlete, incredible wrestler. And for the longest time, like every time his contract would be up or something, I wanted him to go to WWE. I'm like, goodness, I wanted to go to WWE. And it'd be a dream to see him wrestle WWE against AJ Styles, people like that, Seth Rollins, Cesaro. Like I wanted to see those matches, even though they had done them before, like Ring of Honor and all the Indies. But really wanted to see it happen. But then he'd always wouldn't go and ended up starting his own new thing, AEW with Tony Khan and stuff. Like that's cool. And they started off really, really well. Like matches and stuff have been great. First couple of years, first year or so. There's been some good quality stuff. But I mean, they do lack in the matches they put on. I guess it's like a taste thing. If you're not really into what you get, a lot of false finishes and a lot of like cool acrobatic style moves. If you're not into that, I don't really like a lot of the all elite talent and stuff like that. Where a certain move should put someone down for the count. But then you're watching a guy who weighs the same as me, kicking out of all this stuff. But it's wrestling and it's fake TV anyway. It's big drama, so whatever. But here recently, I mean, they signed some big names. Now Cesaro's over there. And Brian O'Danielson over there. You got CM Punk over there. All these really good names wrestling are now over there in All Elite Wrestling. But backstage, and also storyline-wise, they need to work on their storylines. That's something you have to give credit to WWE for, their the Roman Reigns thing going on right now. really good. But you can't. Some storylines they put over there might last 3 weeks, and then it's been changed, and like something else entirely. Things don't make sense. Then you have all this talent over there now, which is with any company. You can only have one world champion at a time. And you have all these other titles and stuff, but everyone wants to be a world champion. Even though it's fake wrestling TV, I guess it's like the badge of honor. If you're the world champion, it's like, you've reached a position in professional wrestling where you're respected, your talent being recognized over this fake belt. Really, the job should be you are an entertainer. So you're supposed to be there to make money for the company by entertaining the audience with your skills, your assets, mic work, your ability, so on and so forth. So what's it matter if you're the champion? It shouldn't matter if you're holding the belt. Or who even the top of the face of the franchise is. It's not you, who cares? As long as you're going out there and putting on a good show and the crowd is getting behind you and responding to you. You are, in AEW, pretty much have creative control over your character. So you are the one who's going to make the crowd either be with you or hear you, boo you, or want any part of your character. No one else. You can only do with what you're given the time with on TV to do, wherever you've been given stuff. Great example would be a group like the Acclaim. They started off on AW Dark. Hold on. Upgrade. Started off on AW Dark, YouTube, wrestling, weren't even on TV. No one really cared about him, really. Max Caster would come out and do his raps. And at first, people are like, okay, we've seen this done before. But then they started getting really good. His raps were really good. His disses were really good. And they started building this momentum. When the Acclaim's music hit, like now the crowd goes crazy. People are behind them just because they want to hear that rap and the call out to the town. That's how you build a crowd to get behind you. Will it last forever? Who knows? You don't know how long a ride like that's going to last with the crowd. The crowd can love you 1 minute, then hate you the next, or not even care about you. So you gotta ride the momentum while you can. See how this belt looks, even though it's not ancient. So that's a group that won the crowd over. Now they're being feared. People want to see them. In the last pay-per-view, they were stuck in a title match. It was a really good title match. Ended up losing, but it was still a great match. That's how you do it. That's how you just start from the ground up. Like, people who didn't care about you just boom. Now they do. You were a heel, pretty good heels, and now, I mean, the crowd's pretty much forced you into being baby faces because they love you so much. So it's cool stuff. But you got people over there right now who, man, if the focus isn't all about them or on them, they're not happy. I know it's just backstage stuff. I don't even know if it's true. What's involved in like the Young Bucks, CM Punk, Kenny Omega. I really think Kenny Omega can care less about being number one top dog face of the team. I really don't think he cares about that. very passionate about wanting to get the AW video game like going and form, which I cannot wait for that game. All back to old wrestling style games, give it to me. But after the pay-per-view the other day, CM Punk just went on this, I thought was a pretty unprofessional tirade during the media scrum, calling out a lot of the wrestlers, including probably Buck, Adam Page, Kenny. There's some stuff that's been going on behind the scenes and everything recently, or what they say on Twitter. Your boss was sitting right there beside you, and he's like cursing out his fellow wrestlers, supposed to be teammates. I don't know. I just didn't like the look of it. How it all went down. It's very unprofessional. And it makes it look like CM Punk is just thinks he's on this high horse pedestal. He had said during it, like, I'm the one drawing $1 million buys and stuff. There's respect about it. Really cocky for a guy whose matches aren't really that great. CM Punk, he's a great mic wrestler. His wrestling's good, but I can skip over a CM Punk match. I can't skip over like a player. We already packed the cards again. Jeez. And he ended up saying, like, if anyone's got a problem with me, like, instead of going on social media or chirping or going to the ring and making your own agenda, confront me face to face. But apparently, the Young Bucks confronted him face to face after that press conference. And even though he had just said, like, you know where I'm at, talk to me, so they did, it ended up leading to like a physical altercation. They got in a fight. I think Kenny Omega was a little bit a part of it as well. And rumor is that it led to CM Punk throwing punches. It led to CM Punk's trainer, Ace Steel, actually throwing a chair at one of the Young Bucks, Nick Jackson, giving him the black eye, possibly knocking him out with the chair. And then he ended up reportedly biting Kenny Omega. He did a Mike Tyson on Kenny Omega. Did him. And if this is real, it's just sad. Here was this company, upstart company, seemed like everything was going great. And it just looks like egos are getting in the way. Egos are killing it. Just like WCW. Egos killed that company, and it looks like it's happening all over again. And I don't know. It's our generation these days. Everyone thinks they're deserving of everything. They want to work for it. Earn stuff. It's supposed to be handed it. I don't know if that's translating everything is wrestling. Everything thinks they should be the top dog instead of earning it. It's sad. Now you got the guys who helped start the company. It was their dream to start a different brand of wrestling. They're threatening to possibly leave it. Saw Cody leave it. Maybe he saw something on the wall. Or maybe this is some big work and all the lines are being blurred. Make you think it's all real. Who knows? Either way, during a press conference, I would not be sitting there letting my employee. Man, I gotta piss myself real quick. Guy who I hired, I can't have him sitting there bad mouthing my VPs or anything else. I would have put a stop to that right then and there. All right, what do we want to work on? I'm gonna try to roll another. We can get in anything. Boo. We got some lake pieces there. See if primal, ancient, or immortal king. Jesus. Maybe the first time the sword is dropped on me. Couldn't tell when I picked it up if it gave me a. Oh, I hate that they like look the same. Easy. Look, now our damage went down again. I don't understand this game. What is taking it? What was that? 2.2. Actually, no. That's not the other one. There's normally under 2. Okay. Alright, well, I'm gonna go get some food real quick. I'll be right back.
amazing what a boarder you can be.
All right, we got our lunch here. Before I forget, I'm gonna go on to Steam Hunter has spin these shards while this food cools down. Ugh, annoying me. The lie. Ooh, big time. All right, so wow, wait here. What I'm trying to do here is while we eat, I'm gonna bring up on a lunch break. Let's see here. Boom. Skip the ad. We were just talking about some wrestling. So let's get an update. Sammy's vlog here while we eat. I gotta add the sound for it. Wait a moment. I'm not seeing. Here it is.
Okay, we're...
What are you doing?
I'm telling the people we're going to Chicago.
Can you clean this up, please?
While we eat our Hot Pocket.
Okay, so we're going to Chicago today. We're gonna be gone for 10 days.
Football, school, cooler temps. It's almost fall. And what better way to celebrate than with the fall kickoff savings?
Yeah.
Over here, okay.
Is it really that bad though?
All we care about is what happened with the fight. Let's see what he says.
Staple.
Oh god, Staples. I've never gotten Staples, I don't think.
Yes, you have.
Yeah?
Haven't you?
I thought I got stitches.
I think I put staples in. Okay, then numb me up first.
Oh shit.
Poke.
Oh! Dude, her face.
Probably get 3.
Oh god. Oh!
Very nice. So we can take those out next week.
Okay. Thank you, Doc. Okay, all out is done. I got 3 staples in the side of my head. It was a fun match. We got the W, and now we're about to leave this hotel. I bet this guy is happy about it. Thank God. We've been in this hotel for like a week, so I can't wait to get out of here. But now we're about to go to Buffalo for Wednesday's Dynamite and Rampage. And so we're about to leave here. So that's the vlog. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. I want to end this video just sharing some positivity, just because there's a whole lot of negativity going on in the world. I get a ton of it, and maybe some of you guys do too. There's this guy, Anakin. He watches the vlog. He's a member of the vlog crew. You know, because if you watch these videos, you're a part of the vlog crew. So when he first met me, he was 252 pounds, and he told me that he would watch the vlogs, and he'd watch a lot of the older vlogs and use them as motivation for his weight loss journey. And this is him earlier when he met me again this year. He was 215 pounds. So that's pretty badass. Shout out to Anakin. And just know, if anybody out there, there's something you want to do, there's something you want to get done, you can do it. You just got to work towards it. Just like Anakin did, just like I'm doing. We're heading to the world title. We'll get there eventually. But in the meantime, I will keep bringing you these videos week to week. So thank you guys for watching.
The Vlog Crew have dedicated their lives to wrestling crime and the forces of evil.
Dad didn't mention nothing about it. What a tease. There is a new Elite episode though, so I doubt it would ever make their cut.
It's just not the Hangman show, right? It's your guys' show too. We were trying to bring that out. You sure?
What is Outplay? You play and it records. You can choose exactly what you want it to record, whether it be kills, assists.
You showed us. Holy crap, you guys were on tonight. The crowd was chanting your name, right? Unbelievable. Unbelievable performance. No hard feelings. And
Yeah, we got nothing. There's nothing there. See, there's something else we can watch. While we're munching down.
Tier. I'm playing a high tier. As long as the monsters aren't getting insta one-shotted, your Carlay's point will refresh your hatred. Power early on with, let's go for this, shielding spinners first.
We'll watch Rax Fear for a little bit. We finish off the second one. Gotta learn.
Snipe this blue real quick here.
Music playing.
Okay, we'll head back through the middle here.
I wanted to watch them, but we can't have the music. Here we go.
How to kill all mosquitoes in the area in 90 seconds. This simple but brilliant trick you can do tonight to eliminate all
Skip and
mosquitoes
Shannon.
around you is taking America by storm.
Shannon, weigh in here. Who will have the biggest strategic advantage, Baker or that Browns defense?
Skip, if you told me this was Tom Brady, there's no question in my mind that Tom Brady was able to help Todd Bowles when he went back and they played New England, Skip, because Tom Brady had been in that offense his whole career. So it's hard, and people are like, well, how? I said, but it's hard because I've heard checks. We have certain checks that I've been instituted and been ingrained in my mind for 7 years. And now you mean to tell me you want to come up with some dummy calls in a week just so we can throw somebody off? You're not going to do that, Skip. You're going to run your offense. You might give some fake dummy calls to try to throw them off their key and see how much information that the person has passed along. Go back to the Super Bowl, Skip. That Tampa Raiders.
I wrote it down. I got all the stats right here.
John Gruden.
Yep. Super Bowl 37.
That was John Gruden's offense.
Tampa Bay 48, Oakland 21. Go ahead.
That was his offense.
I know. I
when,
got it.
When they line up in this formation and you hear them say this is what's coming. That's why they dominated him. That's why they sacked him as many times as they did. That's why they picked him off and had 2 pick sixes in a game. That's why. I don't believe if that was Tom Brady, if that was Peyton Manning, I'll say, you know what, Skip? Boy, they're in trouble because Peyton's gonna give them all the checks from an offensive standpoint, Skip. But I don't believe it is. And look, Joe Woods has been the defensive coordinator. They know tendencies of Baker. Like when he gets in trouble, he's going to do this or certain things like that. But I'm not. I don't think it's going to be to the. I don't think it'll be to the point of what Tom was able to relay to Todd Bowles about New England, because he knew it front was and backwards. Josh knew he knew it front was and backwards. It was just now. Not only am I playing a cat and mouse game with Todd Bowles, what else? I'm playing a cat and mouse game because Tom is standing on the sideline looking like, hold on. Oh, you see that? Hey, Todd, this formation right here, watch for this play. Alert this, alert that. So he's able to pass along information. You're talking about somebody that's been on an offense, Skip, for 20 years. You go back to Peyton Manning, that's Peyton's offense. You're not going to run an offense with Peyton Manning.
All right, gonna wash my hands real quick. Get right back at it. All right, back on the grind. Get our gyms leveled up. Go ahead and try to augment the rest of our. So we can push. Conduit. Cool. No, I wanted to do this season as I have just that. I own Diablo 3 on multiple consoles, PS3, Switch, PC, and I wanted to play. A little bit. There we go. So I own multiple consoles, but I wanted to do this season. I wanted to play through it on the Switch, but it had been so long since I had played it on console. I had picked it up. Man, it was trying to get back used to the controls for it. It was interesting. So I ended up starting a hardcore necromancer on there. I think I made it to level 19 and died. I had completely forgot I was playing on hardcore. Completely forgot I was playing on hardcore and died. And I wanted to redo it again. I still gotta do the challenge rift on it, so I'm still debating to do a console challenge. Try to push on there with a hardcore character. Take the hit. Yellow, any blue, any yellow, any blue. Level up for elite. Only covered with it. Hey, did I see a blue? Where's he at? Alright, where? See no orbs coming from him, so he's gotta be somewhere. Saw the yellow elemental circle, thought it might have been an elite. Soon, this ain't gonna be 100%. Boom? He no good. spinning, keep spinning. I know I was talking about looters at the beginning of the stream, like why I love them so much, and pointed out World of Warcraft. Pointed out World of Warcraft, but there are other great ones out there. Diablo is my favorite, but Borderlands scratches the itch. I wish Borderlands implemented more, because theirs is mainly weapons. I know the cool weapons. I wish they implemented more helmet, because they have shields and stuff, but it just ain't the same. If they could implement more stuff like that, Borderlands would be sweet, because I kind of like the farming in that game. Series 2, farming bosses, trying to get certain legendaries to drop. But my second favorite looter of all time might be a shot, but it's probably Division 2. That game, it's incredible to me, and I just wish they would do more with it. I think they're kind of done with it now, kind of waiting for the next Division to come out. But the grinding in that game was so much fun. Because in a third-person shooter, it's pretty interactive. Like you're having downside for your gun and everything. There's PvP in it. But it was so much fun. Just me and my buddy. We played all the time. First grinding up to max level. Then as soon as you get to that max level, going on the grind for the best weapons and gear you need for your build that you're trying to do. And there's so many different build types you can do in that game. If you wanted to do an all skill build, skills in the game, or where you can like use equipment in the game that's not fighting for you and be overpowered. You make a full-on damage build where your gun just does all sorts of damage. A tank build, healing, like there's all sorts of stuff to do in that game. And again, the grind for it was fun. A certain, like a weapons, I mean, they implemented it further down the road where you can have targeted loot areas. In that game, chest, boots, legs, the headpiece, everything is made by a certain manufacturer. So they started making it to where, I mean, the game's divided up in certain zones. So if you're trying to hunt down a certain piece of gear by a certain manufacturer, you can just farm that area at that manufactured zone. Or go into a dungeon or raid and try to get some stuff. And we just love just the grind and the farming in that game. And that's not even touching on the dark zone aspect, the PvP zone. Like, people are talking, you have these extraction looter shooters out there now. Well, Division 2 has been there, baby. And the dark zone, 80% strap away. The dark zone is awesome as far as PvP and extraction for a looter. Basically, you're going around the dark zone, killing bad guys at these certain mission, these point landmarks on the map. Pump it up so we can level more stuff. Take a little bit longer to finish, but we can level our gyms up more. Anyways, so you clear out these landmarks of enemy bosses and elites, and have a chance to drop gear that you cannot use unless you extract it out of the dark zone. You have to get to a location, call a helicopter in, sit there and wait for the helicopter to get there, attach your loot to said helicopter, then wait for the helicopter to take off. Now, this all takes place in about of a span of, when you call the helicopter in, I think it takes about 50 seconds to get, maybe a minute. Helicopter gets there and it'll sit and wait for for you to put your gear on. I think it'll wait for about a minute again. Let's just say 2 minutes. You're sitting there waiting. And during this whole time, everybody else who's on the map knows it's sending off a signal. Hey, a person is extracting loot out of the dark zone of this area. Everybody knows, and you know they can either come and extract their loot as well, or they could come and try to steal your loot, kill you, and take it. And it's so much fun, because there'd be times you're just walking around the dark zone, and you're not even in there to hunt the landmarks. You might be in there just to be on the kill. So you're going in there to steal other people's loot. Called being a rogue agent. You're going rogue. And it was just such a blast going into that game and hunting down other players, taking their loot, or going to their extraction zone and taking their stuff off of the helicopter. Oh, good time. But again, I think that game is done. I know I went back to it early. I actually went back to play it earlier this year. Me and my buddy had played PS4 where we primarily played it. And it was the Steam, there's like a Steam Spring Sale. And we rebought everything. PC, start all over again. They played through, leveled on up. And actually, I believe in that game, we bought the expansion. We got to start right at Warlords of New York expansion, and we leveled up in those there. And went on the gear grind, and we're able to put builds together pretty quickly. And the feeling Dark Zone gives you, like, gets your heart racing, like, you're on edge. What's gonna happen? Is someone gonna take my stuff? To get hunted down? Dark Zone. So I'm really looking forward to the next Division game, if it ever comes. Kind of worried because the next one looks like it's doing some type of mobile stuff. So we have all seen with Diablo what that can do to a franchise. Ooh, I saw. Ain't bad. Oh. I've actually never done this. I wonder if put that in there for my Demon Hunter. There's literally nothing. Maybe we could have some primal hands here. Maybe. Or ancient hands upgrade. Nope. Oh, let's look at the crit. Ooh. Look at that. And it has area damage. These are actually some pretty nice gloves because we have maxed out critical hit chance on it. And we have a good number for our critical hit damage. And we got physical resistance, which is great. Only thing it's missing being ancient and having that higher number. I'm actually going to save them just in case. Cool down. We won't save them because we have good gloves. Let's see if Physical parts is low. I have to do like a bounty day. Going out farming bounties because I think those give you a lot of good scrap. Let's enchant the rest of my gear to get stronger. Let's go ahead and use the rest of our petrifieds. Try to max them all out. Get them done. Our echoing nightmares. Oh, wait, what am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? Feed. Animal. Remember where we're at this time. I never paid attention to like what these guys are actually trying to do. They're trying to take down the death trap. Take the whoa. That ready? Right. No, what killed me? Overwhelmed? Oh, that was horrible. I don't know what got me. Waste. Keep maxing out these blood sugars. Oh no, I forgot all my death breath. Go, go, go. Oh, missed it. Yikes forever. Big time fail. It was good. Get an upgrade for the Hoda set. They're not.
While you tried to take the sun down, hearts will never change to gold. Out there thinking that you're in the world alone.
With this.
No one ever
Check out this playlist. Very bad run. Everything was going smooth till I ran into the wrong spot. Not the same map. We're getting stuck in this middle section. Unbelievable. I literally got trapped in the rock wall. Gonna be the death of me. All around it. There's nothing dying in there. Why are they? Doesn't make sense. Play it safe. Screen is crashing. Lost my screen. I can't tell what it's doing. Die. I have to get the goblins. This music is very low. We're even our best this time. Keep forgetting about the shards. I have time. Let's see. 17 seconds. It's been so. back, go back. No, 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 no. Ooh, that was close. Portal, taste of waste. What video game music is it? Final Fantasy. Hello, video game music. Oh, video. What you got? Nothing. Oh my goodness. No wonder that was so weird. Got my fingers in the wrong spot. A whole lot easier to maneuver. across here. Oh, stop. Get me out of here. There we go. Oh. The goblin. Give me goblin. Couldn't get any of this part. Hey, electrical. Kid. Oh, we did it again. Not spending my. Alright, so let's go spend them before we open it. 1650. Belt. Of course. Name. Upgrade. Getting these Crusader drops. World. Upgrade as well. I think if I change the strength to intellect, let's give this to the temple. Or no, for my other followers. Equals. Alright, let's see. What do I think I will keep the most? What will it? I get more fried screens, man. So the base for our speed set's at 227. See what the base of our... Hey, that one worked. Base of the little rogue set is up. They're gonna give me like 1,000 extra. All right. I want to use these to get a better ring. Crit. Bit. Crit, rank. Yeah. Try that extra man. See what we can get. Yeah, get rid of. Crit damage range, cooldown reduction. Need at least 3 of those to hit. Only 2 hit. So I can only reroll 1 for a stop. We never got the pack. It was actually a pretty good one. Nope. Take it down. Can't get 2 crit rolls for the life of me. Unbelievable. Not meant to be. Alright, let's switch over. Get ring. Delivery.
What a steal. What a steal. What a steal. That is too
Drop.
expensive.
I don't really have a spare eye. Just do it. We already had. I think that is actually one of the other rings. This one has crit though. Look at that obsidian circle. Reroll. You know, the last 30 minutes here, actually working on my hardcore bar. Let's keep leveling him up a little bit. I'm playing so careful and leveling him up though. Being so baby skittish with him. And for me, personally, I am not good at hiding enemies to do the master bonus. So really the only way I know how to play leveling up fast is with doing rip. All I got. Just cannot do master, especially on a guard. Speed bonus. Man. Shit. Luckily with this Barbarian though, we started off, we have got the seismic slam power in our get out the poison. In our cube. That's good. We got our power in our cube. We're able to use our slam here to just rock some people. But, of course, with the old Barbarian, get pretty furious. There we go. Get it? There's our speed. Here it comes. Yeah. Hunter will drop there.
You cannot stand before me. I need fury. Not ready yet.
I had bad luck on my level requirement roll for my level 70 weapon. Yuri, give it to me. After ditch one. The goblin gets to leave. Let's see if he's still down here. Doubt he is. Long time to level up until I get to the 50s. We can get it. Here they are. There it is. Red ruby. There it is. Could be doing first.
I need fury.
Use the fury. That's so let's go. We can cast it more than 3 times. Rift off. Boom, boom, boom. Because this two-hander is better. We're at 219.75. Yeah, he won. Beacon. Upgrade for you. Rings. Man, I was sitting here. I was trying to. No. No. I accidentally got rid of my hammer. Just saved up enough to start reforging. Now I won't be able. Come on, minus 30 right off the bat. Boom. What gives us the best chance? Lock it. This doesn't even have strength on it. This weapon is garbage. Level reduction right here. Alright, here's our best bet. Oh wait. Unbelievable. Nothing like seeing the same thing over and over. Glorious. Put on top and let's see if we have any. First place. Not too far away. this thing is way back in here. Not worth it. Where? Liking the ones that clear 100 enemies because you can get a. That is like the only way I can get a master bonus. Spire. Yeah, how far away this one is. Not doing that. Because this area can get really confusing to walk around. Alright. I think to end the day, we'll hop back on the main one. Try to give 116 a try. Let's go for the hardcore. Now that we augmented all of our pieces, we're a little bit stronger. We're just about. It worked that time. Go for a new high. Hey, there it is. Physical. Dangerous guy. Work our way on it. Cool. Oh, I got stuck. That wall put me perfectly stuck. Is this both sets of blue? What? Did I not have Bandamite up? Yep. It keeps putting a wall perfect with it, so I cannot move every time. Man, that's annoying. I don't know how that's killing me. I have Band of Might up. I have everything up. And I'm getting killed by regular might. Nothing should be hurt. Yeah. Going through the door. Weird. It takes so long. Thanks, a pylon built. course. Community shield. Boom. Immune again. Even worth it. Good. And fight those guys. Yeah. Lasers. Get a eye for me. I don't have the speed to just zip around and go flying. I'm gonna hunt for it. Come back. No fire lines. don't know what it is. Like, you have to earn the pile on? Why isn't it very good? What? Go out. The most annoying fights. What is the point of the power if it's not working? See? No one's getting pulled. See? I just have the best luck in the world, and they just don't give me it. Look at that. A whole nother floor. Or five on the next one. Still not seeing one. Seems real fair, huh? Real fair. Hey guys, I want to get out of here. So they spawn. Alright. We'll finish off for the day with another GR. We'll use this build though. See how much of a difference it makes. It's not as fast, but it kills a lot. kills way faster, but it's so slow. Almost. Close that out. Put back on, so I don't have to move like a wall. I think we got any type of upgrade here that we can use. Maybe I said it was the ambos. Alright. Well, I appreciate for anyone who tuned in for today's stream. I appreciate it. I'll be streaming a lot more often here on YouTube. And build up the live stream here. Probably be a lot of Diablo streams, but I do like to play RPGs and stuff too. So whenever the season kind of wraps up and I feel like I'm done pushing, I'll go ahead and dive into other games. But yeah, thanks for tuning in and watching. I will see you guys in the next one.